size is straight out of a manga. Young people can't resist this.
はい、お待たせしました。こちらが普通ですね。
これで普通盛りだもんね。すごくない？すごいっすね。
あなたの元気を。
The chef's choice teishoku is almost like a free meal. We can't make any money from that. I want to be a guest here instead. It's also a popular place for bikers. The staff are just so pleasant. It really cheered me up. We also want to increase prices, yeah. But we've been working hard until now. And there's a reason for that too. Tokujiro Shokudo. A restaurant on the street side, located in Sakuragawa City, Ibaraki Prefecture. The inside is so spacious. Let's start from pre-opening preparations. You use 2 rice cookers. Yes, 2. Onuki-san, the manager. If we wouldn't have 2 of them, it'd take too long. How much do you cook in one go? With this, around 3 sho. Rumor has it the rice here is tasty. How long have you been in business? The shop itself has been around for 15 or 16 years. Has it always been in this spot? Originally, my father had his shop here. In the end, I took it over. But he had the shop for 10 years at that point. What did you do before that? Before that, I had a company, but it didn't go well. So the timing was right for me to take over the shop. But I really didn't know a lot back then. I had no experience. It was tough in the beginning. What made it tough for you? The guests accepting the things I made for them. I felt really insecure. How did they actually react though? I kept watching them and I saw them smile. Faces like that made me feel extremely relieved. Rather than just feeling safe, I felt a sense of relief. I'm so grateful for that. Any advice for people taking over a shop? I did it my own way, because nobody really showed me how to do anything. I had to try doing it this or that way, like feeling my way around. And while I was doing that in my own way, I remembered what I saw in other places. I was like, yeah, I could try that. Put stuff to the test. Either way, you gotta do it on your own. So there has to be an effort. Has the menu always been the same? Back in the day, we had sushi and lots of other stuff. So right now, I'm the only man in the shop. That's why we had to cut down on the menu items. With how things are now, there's just not enough time to prepare. It's like my girls are supporting me now. Women play an important role in the shop. They're only open during lunchtime. Do you cut the meat in short? We do, yes. But you see, it takes quite a lot of time. Cooking sure takes a lot of time and effort. Meat, vegetables, and fish are all used, which makes preparations lengthy. What do you use the cabbage for?
これは
As garnish. We add it to both the chef's choice and any other teishoku.
キャベツですね。
Look at those celebrity autographs. Their famous regular serving. What kind of people come here? In our case, it's a rather wide range. On weekdays, lots of company people. Also, lots of truck drivers come here. What about the weekend? Friends touring, people bringing their families. I guess that's the majority. What do you do when you're off? If I only get one day off, I stock up. I do a bit of that, but that's the end of it. We used to close on the first Friday of the month, and every Saturday. But since October, it's every Friday and Saturday. 2 days a week. Well, it's the body, yeah. But it's been getting better recently. The number of people getting infected by COVID has been increasing again. The only thing we can do is find a way to deal with it. How has the pandemic affected you? When it started, we started offering takeout only. It was a real bummer back then. It wasn't just us, but it was really tough. It was more than just a small impact. What about the rising material and energy costs? We're not the only ones having to deal with limitations, but it sure is demanding. Like, it's everything, right? Everything went up. We also want to increase prices, yeah. But we've been working hard up until now. And there's a reason for that too. After all, there might be guests who don't care about higher prices. But what if there's somebody who says they can only come once a week instead of the usual 3 times? I think we also got guests like that. And if you consider that, I guess we just can't raise our prices. So instead, we're working harder. What exactly has gone up? Pretty much all of it. Oil has doubled. But there are things we need to deep fry. Using oil at home comes with some difficult points. And considering that, we can't leave out any deep fried meals. We want to make the guests happy too. So, will your menu prices stay the same? They will, even though we're not sure how long we can keep this up. We'll do our best for as long as we can. And leave the menu the way it is. All prices including tax. The boss put all of his thought into these prices. Did you have any worries when you opened up the shop? Surprisingly, I just went along with it. Yoshiko-san, the manager's wife. Maybe he's not thinking about things too deeply. Considering he came from another line of work, I think it's amazing how he handles everything so skillfully. But he doesn't do anything at home. Do you ever get into arguments? We don't have any fights, or anything you could consider a fight. How do you maintain a good relationship? I've never thought about that. I'm more agreeable than you might expect. But back in the day... Yeah, but this is how things are now. What's popular on the menu? Chef's Choice Teishoku. What's the order ratio? It's more than half of all orders. It comes with 3 small dishes, so I guess it makes the guests satisfied. The most popular dish is the Chef's Choice Teishoku. What does it consist of today? Horse mackerel, deep-fried squid, staminayaki, and also mapo tofu. We can't use the fry pan for mapo tofu, because it'd take too long, so instead we use the pot. There's already a big amount in there. The Chef's Choice Teishoku is almost like a free meal, and it's what more than half of our guests order. We can't make any money from that. It's like, what are we doing this for? How much is the Chef's Choice Teishoku? 820 yen for a regular serving, plus consumption tax makes 902 yen. You can get half rice for 770 yen. Pretty cheap, huh? Cheap indeed. Not enough to keep us afloat. I want to be a guest here instead. I'd love to go to this kind of place. It's so cheap that they'd rather be guests themselves. Preparing mapo tofu.
麻婆に使うひき肉。ってことだからもしかすると跳ねるかも。大丈夫だね。
The spices and minced meat just smell lovely. How long have you been working here? Since April. It's only been a short time. Otsuka-san, staff. But working here is fun. How did you find this job? I saw an ad for a part-time position. I used to come here over a decade ago. They were sometimes looking for people. Looks like she used to be regular. When my kids were small, we would come here and eat until we were full. It was always great coming here with my two boys and eating to our heart's content. So even back then, I knew they were always looking for part-timers. So I guess that was the occasion. How was working for the first time? It was fun. It just feels good. Having people eat huge portions. For me personally, this is a fun place. Everybody, including the boss, are really great people. It's heaven for me. What makes the atmosphere so good? I think it's the boss. The quick pace the boss works in really motivates us to follow his example. Even the higher-ranking staff do the same tasks as anyone else. Everybody is so helpful. And I'm also grateful for a boss like that. You'd get exhausted at any other workplace, but here, it's paradise. A hard-working boss is beloved by his staff. Opening preparations are commencing steadily. There's also counter seating for 2 people only. A stylish shop on the street side, great for truckers. I really feel like ordering from this handwritten menu. The daughter of a staff member is also here to help out. Nakahara-san, staff. Miso soup ingredients are being prepared. I wish I could wake up to this sound every morning. Sebata-san, staff. What do you mean? You gotta do it with rhythm. Even the daily tasks you're not good at, try doing them like a pro. What are you careful about at work? What are we careful about? Always think ahead. They're calling each other cool. I deep fry, so the chef's choice teishoku also has a stir fry in there. So I estimate when the boss starts stir frying and adapt my pace accordingly. So if I don't start deep frying now, I won't match the boss's stir frying pace. You doing that for me? I'm so happy. Misaki-san, staff.
美咲さんも学校に行ってるんですか？高校生です。あ、高校生、あ、そうですか。なんでそんなに明るいというか。
The constantly laughing Misaki-san.
すごいいい感じの。
You really notice how everyone stands out as a unique character.
すごいですよね、なんかすごい。
Their presence alone makes for good vibes. Each ball of meat is equivalent to 1 serving. Make it too hard or too soft and the person using it will get angry at you. She'll get so angry. This part of preparing makes me the most nervous. The laughing never fades throughout the morning hours. Let's talk to some guests lining up in front of the shop. Today is our first time. We saw the boss sprinkling water on YouTube, and we decided to come check it out. Have you made your meal choice? Chef's Choice Teishoku. What makes them succeed? From what we've seen on YouTube, it's gotta be the boss's personality. Oh, and the big servings. The size is straight out of a manga. Young people can't resist it. People lining up before the doors open. Opening of the shop.
2名様で。2名様で。どうぞ。2名様で。ごめん、はい、すみません。つもりが2つで。はい。お願いします。おまかせさんです。許可取ってあります。
あ、本当ありがとう。
お願いします。おまかせです。
Chef's Choice Teishoku.
はい。
Ginger Fry Teishoku.
ビジネスの未来。ビジネスの未来。
Rice, smaller portion. The famous regular rice serving.
はい、お待たせしました。おまかせの少なめのご飯ですね。はい、ワンライスですね。はい、失礼します。
Chef's Choice Teishoku. half rice.
はい、お待たせしました。こちらが普通ですね。はい、お皿いいですか。いらっしゃいませ。
これで普通盛りだった。
Chef's choice 定食 regular serving.
お任せです。
あなたの元気を支える服。
Without thinking, the immense size just makes him want to take a picture.
東京で行われているイオンカップル。
これで半ライス。
これ半ライスですね。
That size is considered half rice.
チキンがね、大きいから。
いや、すごいですね。
That's half rice?
途中でミスもありましたが、
焼きそば。
10番。いろいろ出てる。本当だよ。大盛り。ありがとうから。そうですね。チキンカレー出ますね。
世界選手権に行ききれなかった部分を乗り切ろうと。
できます。
As expected, he couldn't resist taking a pic.
トップはマブダサーリ、その得点差は3です。
お願いします。お任せ2個とチキンカツカレーです。
よいしょ。はい、お盛り。あれ、これはなんだ。これは半ライス。
はい。20番。
はい、お待たせ。
じゃあ2個で。お願いします。お任せエビカツ丼です。もう名前書いてもらってるね。満タクね。早い。はい、すいません。お任せの半ライスですね。はい、どうぞ。はい。一つお任せ半ライスですね。はい、失礼します。
いろんなカメラあんの。これ風もあれ、無形なの。
お待たせしました。チキンカツカレーですね。
Chicken cuts curry. シュリンプカツ丼。
はい、お願いします。 あ、来てくれた。あ、そうだった。そこだった。あ、いいよ。あ、いいよ。
じゃあエビフライいきます。お願いします。ありがとうございます。いいよ。
What about the taste and size? The rice is so tasty. On YouTube, they said they were very particular about the rice, and certainly it was tasty. I was shocked. Some tsukemono on top are enough, really. Will you come again? I will, yeah.
チキンカツ定食、チャーハンお任せです。
Fried rice.
お店ってよくいらっしゃるんですか？
It's been a while. More than a year.
どちらからいらっしゃるんですか？
I lived in Mito City.
今日は何を召し上がったんですか？
I got the chef's choice teishoku. How's the taste and size? It's always been this big. I can't finish a regular serving. Shops like this are disappearing. I hope they can go on for a long time.
特定危険性暴力団失われた疑いが持たれています。警察の調べに対し雑談には応じながらも事件については黙秘しているということです。京都府警は工藤会の拠点がある福岡県警と合同の捜査本部を立ち上げ、過去最大規模の捜査員137人を投入し捜査を続けています。田中容疑者について警察は
ミックスだ、ごめん。
Mixed rice teishoku.
Yo.
What's the tempura flour like today? It's excellent. Ah, thank God. I'm so happy she's not mad at me. His initial reaction to the size? A smile. And of course a picture. While changing angles. It's just made to look nice in a picture. Shoot until you're satisfied.
Yakisoba, カレーライス、唐揚げ、味噌きゅうり、おつまみウインナーです。はい。焼きそば、カレー、唐揚げ、きゅうりです。お願いします。ピンカツとお任せです。すいません、大丈夫でした。代わりにポテトになりました。
What an adorable helper. I haven't come here for a while because of COVID.
いつぶりぐらいですか？
3 or 4 years.
最初に来たのはいつ頃ですか？
I came here for the first time about 10 years ago.
結構通ってらっしゃるんですね。
I went to Izumo Taisha.
今日は何をご注文されたんですか？
About the chef's choice teishoku. How's the taste and size? The size is just staggering. That's why I got some to take home with me. The mapo tofu had a tasty spiciness to it. Why are they doing so well? It's gotta be the size, right? And the taste and the staff's cheerful voices. I'll stop by again. See you next time. Fried chicken teishoku. Tonkatsu teishoku. Chef's choice teishoku.
ごめん、チェックしといてもらっていい？半ライスでお願いします。
Yakiniku teishoku. Curry rice. How do you feel when the guests tell you that they liked it? I feel grateful. What makes your rice so tasty? It's koshihikari from my hometown. The guests also say they like it a lot. That's what makes it worth it. One person said that adding tsukemono alone is enough. Really? It's that good. Ah, thank you so much. The rice vendor we make business with is just really good. It really helps the shop. Already old enough to help out. Guests keep pouring in.
先ほどのお客様も店員さんがすごく明るくて可愛くてっておっしゃってました。
いや、嬉しい。お願いします。はい。今美咲ちゃん。はい。ありがとうございます。じゃあダメじゃん。すみません、ちょっとゆっくりやつしなくちゃ。
お店は今日何回目なんですか？
I used to live here, so it's been like 10 times.
今日は何を召し上がったんですか？
Today I had the chef's choice teishoku and katsukare.
お味ですとかボリュームいかがでしたか？
The size is the real deal. Every time. Back in the day, I used to get the regular serving of rice. But now, I can't eat that much anymore, so I went for half rice. COVID must have been tough on them, but I hope they'll continue being around. tonkatsu teishoku.
今日お店は何回目なんですか？
It's my first time today. I've been wanting to check it out for a long time, but I haven't really been able
お
to.
店に来ようと思ったんですか？
I saw them on YouTube, and people at my company told me how big the portions are, and how funny the owner is. That's how it went. It's an amazing place. Everybody's in such a good mood.
何を注文されたんですか？
I got tonkatsu.
お味ですとかボリュームは？
I was so surprised when they served it. It was twice as much as usual. The rice was also just a regular serving, but there was so much of it. I'm glad I didn't get a big serving. All of that was just enough. There were 2 slices of pork, and it was so tasty. The staff were also really pleasant. It cheered me up as well. I came on my motorcycle today. It also seems to be popular among bikers. I really wanted to check it out once.
一番の理由ってどういう？
What makes them do so well? I think it's the cheerful staff. And you can take great pics for Insta. Everybody was taking pictures, weren't they? I think if you treat your guests well, they'll stick with you for a lifetime. Please keep it up. I'll come again. It was tasty. A shop even beloved by bikers.
世議員、賛成議員が世襲議員、基本的に羨ましいんですけど。
お願いします。お任せ2個です。こんな感じですね。はい。大丈夫でした。あ、よかった。あれ、なんかないんじゃないなんて。はい。バンスターはいはいはいはい。小林さん、じゃあ私、話してください。はーい。どこなんだって。ここから10番。10番。うん。10番。あ、これで甘い。10番甘いね。あ、じゃあ渡します。ですね。これで終わりかな。はい。あ、そうなの
How come the staff are so good at what they do?
いい働きができるんですか？
I wonder why. It's gotta be... I wonder what it is. They really are good. Are there any instructions? No, not at all. We don't go like, do it like this, do it like that, or anything in an educational sense. But how do they do it? The staff decide their shifts amongst themselves.
いついつダメ、私ダメだから、あなたお願いねみたいな。
そうですか。
そういうね。
That's how they do it.
やってくれる。
That in particular also really helps. Everybody's in harmony with each other. What are you careful about when working?
ことってありますか？
I do my best to not keep the guests waiting. It's just an example, but when cooking or shopping with the family, you gotta have fun.
で楽しくなくちゃいけないのね。
And the guests that made their way here,
てるお客さんを
First of all, we don't want to irritate them. It's got to be fun after all. We don't want to ruin anything by being clumsy. So that's what we're careful and considerate about. Let me order something too. Makanai donburi. Gyoza were sold out that day. Announcement. As always, thank you for watching. Let me announce something about myself real quick. In the description, you can find out more about my gyoza shop, Gyopao. We specialize in juicy boiled gyoza. You can casually enjoy eating and drinking at our place. We're also looking for new crew members. If you love gyoza or interacting with people, please contact us via the link in the description. Let's stir up the world of gyoza together. They also had a taste of my shop's gyoza. Like steamed buns, they're filled to the brim with juice. They're perfect for frying, boiling, and even hot pot. We also have an online shop. Make sure to check the link in the description for more details. Who'll take over the shop? Taking over? Haven't thought about that yet. I'm still young after all. Until when do you want to keep going? As long as I can still work. But for now, that's the only thing we can do. Even if I gotta use a cane. You mean, even if you got a cane, you'll still make us work. Any plans for the future? We'll keep the shop in its current state, with its current people. If we could keep going like this forever, that would make me happy. Please support them with a comment, extra scene after this.
YouTube ご覧の皆さん、近くに寄ったらぜひいらしてください。お待ちしております。
待ってます。店長サインはいいですか？
もしお申し付けいただければ私のサインをですね差し上げたいと思います。